Hello everybody. If you want all the story's content in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short story 864, a routine interview. Upper advanced. The room had one window which faced a brick wall. Elena Torres sat at a plastic table opposite a man who had not spoken for 7 minutes. His name was Mr Driscoll. His file said he was applying for a cleaning position at a hospital. His CV was unremarkable. 3 previous jobs, no gaps, no qualifications above secondary school. "Why did you leave your last job?" Elena asked. Mr Driscoll looked at the window. "The building closed." "Which building?" "The one I cleaned. They sold it." Elena wrote this down. She had been a recruitment officer for 12 years. She had learned that people lied most when the truth was boring. Mr Driscoll seemed honest because he offered nothing interesting. "Do you have any restrictions on your working hours?" she asked. "No." "Any health issues that would prevent you from lifting or standing for long periods?" "No." She asked the standard questions. He gave the standard answers. She was about to mark him as suitable and end the interview when he reached into his pocket. He did not pull out a phone or a weapon. He pulled out a small square of paper, folded 4 times. "I need to show you something," he said. Elena felt a small alarm in her chest. Company policy said to end any interview where a candidate produced an unexpected object, but Mr Driscoll unfolded the paper slowly, as if it were fragile. He turned it around and pushed it across the table. It was a drawing. A child had drawn a house with crayon green walls, a yellow door, a sun with a face in the corner. The paper was soft and creased. It looked 20 years old. "My daughter drew that," he said. "She is 7 now. That was last year." Elena waited. "I clean hospitals because my daughter needs an operation. Nothing dangerous, but the operation costs more than I earn. So I clean at night, then I clean offices in the morning. 2 jobs, 17 hours a day." Elena opened her mouth to say she was sorry, but Mr Driscoll held up one hand. "I am not telling you this for sympathy. I am telling you because your form asks if I have any other employment. I did not write the second job. I lied." "Why are you telling me now?" "Because yesterday my daughter drew that picture. She said the house was where we would live after the operation. She does not know we live in a studio with 1 bed. She does not know I have not slept more than 4 hours in 2 years. But she drew a sun with a face, a smiling sun." Elena looked at the drawing. The sun was indeed smiling. "So I decided," Mr Driscoll continued, "that I do not want to lie anymore. Not for any job, not for any money. If you do not hire me, I will find work somewhere else, but I will tell the truth from now on." He folded the drawing carefully and put it back in his pocket. Elena sat still. Her training said to reject him. Dishonesty on a form was grounds for immediate disqualification. Her policy manual was clear. Her supervisor would expect a red flag. She wrote on her form, "Candidate disclosed previous omission voluntarily. Demonstrates integrity under no pressure. Recommend hire." She turned the form toward Mr Driscoll. "You start on Monday," she said. "Show that drawing to your daughter tonight. Tell her you got the job." Mr Driscoll did not smile. He nodded once, stood up and walked out of the room. Elena watched him go. Then she picked up her pen and called the next name on her list. Outside, the brick wall had not changed, but Elena thought she could see, in the pattern of the mortar, the faint shape of a sun with a face. If you learned a new word today, please make sure to subscribe so you can practice again next time. Vocabulary notes. Unremarkable, adjective. Meaning, not interesting, unusual, or special. Ordinary. Example, his CV was unremarkable. 3 previous jobs, no gaps, no qualifications above secondary school. Similar words: average, mundane, commonplace, undistinguished, forgettable. Example sentence: the restaurant served unremarkable food, so we never went back. Fragile, adjective, meaning easily broken, damaged or destroyed. Delicate. Example: Mr Driscoll unfolded the paper slowly, as if it were fragile. Similar words: brittle, delicate, breakable, flimsy, vulnerable. Example sentence: she handled the old photograph with fragile care, knowing it could not be replaced. Voluntarily, adverb, meaning done willingly without being forced or asked. Example: candidate disclosed previous omission voluntarily. Similar words: willingly, freely, intentionally, of one's own accord, unprompted. Example sentence: he voluntarily admitted his mistake before anyone noticed it. Integrity, noun, meaning the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles. Example: demonstrates integrity under no pressure. Similar words: honesty, uprightness, morality, principle, trustworthiness. Example sentence: a company that values integrity will not ask its employees to lie. Mortar, noun, meaning a mixture of sand, water and lime or cement used to hold bricks or stones together in building. Example: but Elena thought she could see, in the pattern of the mortar, the faint shape of a sun with a face. Similar words: cement, plaster, grout, adhesive, bonding agent. Example sentence: the old wall was crumbling because the mortar between the bricks had dried and cracked. Story written by DeepSeek. Image created by onemin.ai. To read, see all the story's content in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. CC Music, Drifting at 432 Hz, Unicorn Heads.